The best way to handle any toxic thing within you or affecting you is not to just make your actions on its reactions, but to make actions on the actions that creates that reaction. Too many words, but the thing is, we will be handling insecurities today, where we will not try to know the symptoms of insecurities or what to do about it, or not all those things. What we will do is we will attack on the insecurities, its roots. We will attack the roots of the insecurities, and we will make sure that the insecurities do not exist ever in our life. How are you, Pradipta?
Yes, nice, sir. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting.
Yes.
Welcome you to our Adore platform.
Yes, thank you so much. I
It would be nice you are going to share your experience with all our volunteers and participants. So I
thank you.
think we will be having a good evening over here.
Thank you. I am sure about that. You have got such bright shining stars in Adore as
Yes,
volunteers that
nice to
I
hear
am
that.
like,
Nice that.
yes, my evenings generally are so brightened.
I'm Kriti Roland. We are all gathered here for webinar on empowered ED overcoming youth insecurities for success. And the speaker for this webinar is Mr. Korak Desa. I want to tell you something about him. He is an ex-military officer and 4 times internationally awarded filmmaker and also a very competent song maker. Sir is a best-selling author and has experience with people worldwide as an excellence coach. He has created a selfless family at Haridham Ashram. Sir has Satyugi Gurukuls with 8 physical branches in slums and villages in Calcutta, and with the aim of living an ideal human life. Thank you so much, sir. We are delighted to have you here, and we are so eager to take knowledge from you. I hand over this webinar to you, sir.
The privilege is actually mine, Kriti, and so nice. So I will just, whoever has filled, keep on filling, but I will start the screen share, and let's keep our fingers crossed that we all could enlighten each other through this beautiful evening. Everybody on earth, every human being, however big position that human being is having in life, every human being has endless insecurities, period. But the thing is, many of them have learned to deal with it, learn to oversmart it or outsmart it. And today we will be seeing how we could outsmart our insecurities and live our full potential. Because all human beings have a huge potential starting from 0 to 100%. So, this webinar is actually to make you feel, make you know, and make you aware, and make you get all the technologies that is required to basically know how to keep the insecurities behind, and how to establish yourself and make the best use of your life by making, like I have a hash, make this life best life. I welcome all you, those people who are young change makers, dreamers, and visionaries. Today, we embark on a journey of empowerment and transformation. This webinar is not just about addressing insecurities, it's about unleashing your full potential, embracing challenges as stepping stones, and crafting a future filled with success and fulfillment. Get ready to ignite your passion, discover your strengths, and chart a course towards greatness. The ever evolving job market and the challenges of securing a stable employment add to the stress and anxiety levels among Indian youth. The fear of unemployment and the pressure to choose a career path often leads to feelings of insecurity and self doubt, impacting their mental well being. because mental well-being is so basic, which is a requirement. Anyways, insecurities can stem from a variety of factors. These include childhood experiences, comparison to others, trauma, unnecessary discriminations. Insecurities have the potential to damage both your self perception and your relationships. Competition and social comparison are very common causes of developing insecurities. A few examples of most common insecurities are as follows: body image, social insecurity, job insecurity, lack of openness, too much perfection, fear of failure, less confidence, harsh criticism of yourself. And I will be bringing 10, or rather 15, internationally successful ways to address insecurities faced by youth, which is my target audience, between 17 and 24. But, you know, anybody can have insecurities in their lives. And this podcast will be very much helpful to all those people who have insecurities. And mind it, I have made this podcast related on my own experiences. So, the first technology is self identity exploration. This explores your interests, values, and strengths to build a strong sense of self identity. It is actually, it is so important that, most importantly, the reason behind people failing in life, people being unable to be successful in accomplishing their goals and missions in life, and thus insecurities in life, is because they have not explored themselves. I did it at the age of 18 or 19. I sat with it. Of course, there was a moment, a special enlightening moment, but still, I can give that to you. That is, you have in your list, like, these are the values I have, or I will go, or I will abide in my life, come what may. Like, for example, somebody doesn't want to eat, murder to eat. Somebody doesn't want to do bloodshed to eat. So that person has to make it as a value, and come what may, they will never give up that value. Some person would say, I would eat everything that walks, or everything that moves. So they will abide by that value, and, well, wherever it takes you, because there's, of course, a difference between dharma and adharma. Dharma is something which is eternal as a human being, or adharma is something which is, selfish, which is greed oriented, which is all the decisions or the things or the values which you have because of your greed, because of your lust, because of, you know negativities or hypocrisy. So, anyways, so, have if you have this paper where you have written down that these are my values which I will abide by, these are the values which I'll not accept, come what may, then you have your interest, like, these are my interests, these are the things which I love to do, and these are the things which I just do not like to do. So you could have that thing. And then similarly, you can have many other things, like, like your strengths, like, these are my strengths, I can do these things, I cannot do these things. you know like, I can cook a very nice vegetarian pure veg meal, but I do not want to, I cannot cook a meal in which I had to do bloodshed, or I had to murder. So, like, these are my values, or my strengths, or my weaknesses. When you know these things, what is yes for you and what is completely no for you, then you have the sense of self identity. Once you have this sense of self identity, then you could win any mission in life. This is a very important secret. And I have achieved all that I've achieved in my life, which people take many lifetimes to achieve, and I've achieved it in one lifetime, and that also before my age of 40. So, you know, everything is achievable. You just have to start doing it. And so this involves encouraging young individuals to delve into their interests, values, and strength. By understanding themselves better, they can develop a strong sense of self identity, which is crucial for making informed decisions and pursuing paths aligned with their values and aspirations. Real life example is of Orpha Winfrey's journey of self-discovery and embracing her strengths and values to become a successful media mogul and philanthropist. So the exercise which I've already told you. So you make this journal with the prompts to explore personal interests, values, strengths, and like this. Steps to succeed is reflect on past achievements, seek feedback from trusted mentors, and set goals aligned with your partners. And of course, if you don't get anyone as a trusted mentor, your inner life coach is always there for you. You just have to reach me. So there are these motivating quotes. The most courageous act is still to think of for yourself aloud. Bharat's quotation from our Shastras is, know the self to be sitting in the chariot, the body to be the chariot, the intellect the charioteer, and the mind the reins. Bhagavad Gita.
Yes,
Tanisha
sir.
had asked a question. I'll first answer her question, and then we will go into the other things, because
Sure, sir.
list out many things now. Tanisha, like you had said, insecurities about loved ones. If somebody you love, like parents or siblings or anyone, some very important person, or even a partner or anyone, had left the world, then the insecurities which comes from that. I'll not give you a direct answer to this. What I will say is, since I'll say something from my own experience, because many people, I have worked as a volunteer with many people, like from all over the world, and even with Mother Teresa's, and I've heard many people talk about such a situation when there's an insecurity of death. You had said about the loved ones, somebody who has left us will never return, left us with death, will never return. So what we should do in that situation? Should we just stay in the past, or use that vacuum of missing a loved one, take that vacuum and give that, there are many people in this world who has also lost someone in death. They are also missing that person. So if we could be of some use, if we could give that love to those people and carry on in our life, remembering that if my mother is no more with me, then my mother would be happy seeing me, these loved ones, as my mother or anyone else would be happy to see me crying, being sad,
No, sir.
being insecure about that thing, or would love to see me joyful about the future and making my mother or someone whom I loved, whom I have lost, be proud. Kyunki our mother or father or any loved one would be actually proud and happy to see us joyful, going into the life and making their name, you know, proud. So it is no point hanging on to that insecurity. It is good to make those people whom we have lost happy by successfully achieving our dreams. That will be the best tribute to our loved ones. So now we go to the second technology, which is called mental health support, which is so important because most of the time we actually shy away or we deny mental health support. But in today's time, maybe in our parents' times, in your parents' times, and before, people did not need mental health support. But today, in the generation today, it is it is actually healthy. Like we eat healthy food, we see to it that we eat very healthy and nice food, we wear nice clothes, we keep hygiene. Similarly, mental health is a very important thing. That is the reason I'm an inner life coach, because that I know is the future. Provide access to mental health resources and encourage open conversations about mental well-being, essential in today's fast-paced world. Encouraging open conversation about mental well-being helps reduce stigma, promotes early intervention, and equips youth with coping strategies for managing stress, anxieties, and other mental health challenges. And I would just advise you, like, if you want, you can do this thing in 1.5x, and that will be, or maybe more than that, because I speak a little slow. So it is very much advisable that you catch your problems at the earliest possible and then solve it at the earliest possible. And why waste even a single minute, single hour, single day in struggling when there are mental health supports? So, the real life example, Michael Phelps' advocacy for mental health awareness and his journey overcoming depression and anxiety. You can just Google and find out about his journey. Then the exercise is mindfulness meditation practice for stress reduction and emotional well being. Steps to succeed is seek professional help when needed, practice self care routines, and prioritize mental health check ins. Motivating quote, it's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to stay that way. Bharat's quotation is, the mind is restless and difficult to restrain, but it is subdued by practice. When I'm talking about mental health support, it is not about those doctors, those psychiatrists, or something like that. Support support is not uh, support is not always a doctor. Support is actually either it has to be selfless or from someone who knows you and loves you a lot, because that will also be selfless. Support is good for the doctors. I don't want to demean the work of the doctors, but mental health support and these things, insecurity related mental health support, is always from someone, a friend or parents. Our parents, if they are there with us, if they are in our reach, they could be the best support. And if you don't have that experience support, then it could be a doctor, it could be an inner life coach like me, or someone who is selfless, who would give you, mental your mental health support, which is foundational, which is not just somebody gives money and I give you a pill. No, that will never be a support, because most of the time people don't even want to talk. People come with their big, forts around, big forts, killer, and they don't want to break it open. They are suffering behind those walls, but they don't want to speak about it. But who is losing? The person who is hiding himself or herself behind the wall. So it is good, it is intelligent to actually seek mental health support. People always shy away, especially teenagers and very young people. They shy away, or they think I have a unique problem nobody will understand. I bet it people will understand. And if they don't, they will learn to understand with your help. Because it is no point wasting even a single day being sad. I would say no point wasting a single minute having any insecurity and wasting your day. Because you never know. Kal ho na ho. Especially with all these coronas and so many problems in the world, why to waste a single day, single minute? I don't waste. I don't waste. And I always tell everyone I meet, any problems, if you don't find anyone, just give me a message and I'm ready to talk. So mental health support is essential in today's fast-paced world. It is essential because there are so many things, so many situations which would try to pull us down. So why to get pulled down? Let's fly, isn't it? Flying is better than, sitting and crying. Who wants to do an exercise about mental health? A nice breeze of mental health. Whatever problems or stress one has, whenever anybody has, just do this thing. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. So anybody who don't want to do this exercise, please raise their hand who don't want to do, or else we will do. Shall we do a small exercise?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's very simple. Don't be scared. It's very simple. It's very healthy. See,
Should I stop sharing or?
no, let it be there. Let it be there.
Okay.
You know, uh, what we will do is we will close our eyes and I will tell you the way. You close your eyes and I will say 1, 2, 3, 4. What you will do, you will inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Keep inhaling. Then I will say 1, 2, 3, 4. You stop the breath inside. And then I will say 1, 2, 3, 4. You exhale. So how I will say is close your eyes, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. You keep on inhaling. And then I will say stop 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop, don't exhale or inhale. And I will say exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. You exhale and you think, when you exhale, you think that all the insecurities, all the problems which you are going through now, it is coming out from your body and it is just going out. We will do it just 5 times. Okay? And you will see the difference. When you are exhaling, just think all your problems or insecurities are just going away. Okay? Now you can close your eyes.
Everyone, turn on your camera and repeat this
Please turn
exercise.
on your cameras, it will be good. Okay. So we will start. Close your eyes, please. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. You will feel your insecurities or problems or stress or anything. They're just coming out of your nose and leaving your system. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. When you stop, you just collect all the insecurities or any kind of things which is going on inside you. And when you exhale, just shut them out of your system. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now slowly open your eyes. Whenever there is an insecurity or anything attacking you, or whenever you have to go and do a nice presentation, or whenever you have to just win in the world, win something in your life, just do this thing 5 times and it works. In the military exams for SSB, military officers exam, SSB, everybody around me told me that you won't be selected. And I told myself I will be selected and I'll be top. I'll be a topper. And before doing all these exercises, all these SSB things, which if anybody knows, I would do this thing. And I was the second in all India merit. It works always. Just baite chupchap, quietly you do this. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Take out all your, you know, dark things, insecurities, and exhale out of your body. Do this thing, and you will see the difference. So now we come to a very important, you know, technology, which is called resilience building. Resilience is ability to maintain, you know, resilience is actually resilience means an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change, learn strategies for coping with setbacks, and building resilience in the face of challenges. Thank you. Enjoy. So the real life example is J.K. Rowling's presence, which motivating quote: "The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must be." Motivating quote. So here's the motivating quote: "The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived." So Bharat's quotation is: "Endurance is one of the paths to salvation." Third technology is resilience building. What is resilience? Resilience is an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. Tanisha, I was talking about resilience. It is our we cannot get back the person whom we loved. Never. But what we can is we can recover from or adjust to this change in life. And think that if I do something good, if I'm happy, that this loved person or something would love to see me happy. That is resilience. And we have to build this resilience, very important. So we have to, how to do this, how to build this resilience building, how to do this. This is like here, what I've written is facing the challenges, not to run away from it. Because the more we run away from it, the more the insecurities, the ghosts of insecurities become bigger. More we say, okay, I'm facing you. Let's see. Let's have a nice dialogue. and the insecurities which just, sit down like a little baby. Have you seen, uh, maybe some of you have a pet dog in your house? Who has a pet dog? Or, okay, you have seen like a pet dog. If you run away from the pet dog, from your, I don't say dog, I say it's my family member. So when you run away from your pet, especially a dog, the dog will go behind you and try to, get your, what do you say, try to get your, this thing, like, why you are not looking at me, why you're not talking to me. But the moment you sit besides the dog, you turn and sit, that dog will just sit and just, wag its tail. Insecurities are also like that. If you go away from insecurities, the insecurities will run behind you. But if you just turn and sit besides your insecurities and face the insecurities, chalo dekhte hain kitna dam hai insecurities mein. You will find the insecurities wagging its tail. So this is called resilience building. Very simple. I'm just telling you some fun things, how you could, out of these 15 things, if you just remember one, that will solve all the insecurities, that will vanish away all the insecurities from your system forever. Forever. Okay. So there are many things, many people have already read it. I don't want to, I'll just want to tell you a few things which I have always done. Like, for example, my objective in life after I left my military officer's job was something very huge. I wanted to make all the people who are friendless, unloved, lonely, destitute, helpless, I wanted to give them a family feeling. Doing this work, there are lots of challenges, lots of problems, lots of insecurities, and many things, because we do not accept donations or charity just like that and things. So there could be lots of insecurities. So whenever there's a problem, you know what I do? I just say, thank you, Bhagwan, for the prasad. It was very sweet, but lots very bitter also. But anyways, thank you. Thank you, Bhagwan, for the prasad. Your prasads are very, very difficult for me to have, but still thank you. What to do? Should I just sit and cry? And that will make my this adopted family of so many elderly women and other people, they also start to cry seeing me crying. What should I do? I just say thank you, Bhagwan, and I've made Bhagwan also my family. Okay, let's do everything together. So, anyways, so these 4 words, thank you, enjoy, prasad, and the fourth is karma plus. These things are actually part of AI plus, because the world is going for artificial intelligence. And I have written a book called, uh, you know, see this book. This is called AI plus. I don't know whether it could be seen. It's called AI plus. It's on Amazon. It's about Atma intelligence, intelligence within. So here we say something called karma plus. Insecurities also comes because of something, some negative thing. During that negative thing, if we do something positive, like karma is like actions and plus is positive, some positive actions, then it helps not only us, it helps other people also. Like, for example, I'm doing this webinar. It's a karma plus. I could have just, done something nonsense sitting in my house. But I thought, let's do something special. But see, there were so many challenges. So Should I feel insecure about it? About some internet issue? Some internet? Why? Internet cannot put my enthusiasm down. Tell our insecurities, come again later. Now I'm busy. Please go to some other person's house. Go to my dushman's house. I'm just joking. You know, there's no time to just sit and feel bad about insecurities. Just come later. When I become like 95 plus, I'm sitting in the armchair. Just come then. But now let me do my work. Fourth, technology is career guidance. Go for guidance on career path, skills development, and networking opportunities. Empowers youth to make informed career choices by exploring various career options, gaining relevant skills, and building professional networks. They can pursue fulfilling and rewarding careers aligned with their interests and goals. Real life example given. Motivation quote, motivating quote. The only way to do great works is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. Bharat quotation. Your work is to discover your world and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. Upanishads. Like, many times people have this insecurity about their career. You know, which people have insecurity about their career? Those who do not know themselves. What is good for me? Like in the first technology, you have to know yourself. What is good for me? What gives me joy? Like, I'll give you an example. I had some marks so that I could take science, but I loved arts very much. But my parents and everybody wanted me to do science. But since I knew I love arts, so I did my military officers thing. I did my masters in MSc and everything. I did my military officers thing. I made my parents happy and everyone happy. And then I left. I just renounced all those things. And then I went on to make my films, which got international awards, worked with like lots of great people from, film people. Then I made my songs. I wrote my books. I did what I wanted to do. And that's why I could be happy. I could face all the challenges. If I don't like a career, if I'm just forced into a career, then you do it for the sake of your loved ones or your parents. You make them happy, then you do your things which you want to do. Because in the end of the day, if you are happy, you could make your parents and everyone happy. But if you are not happy with your career or with your life, with anything, then you could make no one happy. Financial literacy. Get educated on budgeting, saving, investing, and managing personal finances effectively. This empowers youth to make sound financial decisions. Financial literacy equips them with essential skills for budget management, debt avoidance, wealth building, and long term financial planning. Motivating quote: Money is a tool, not a goal. Bharat's quotation: Before you act, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you criticize, wait. Before you quit, try. Just know this thing: money is very important, but love is the most important thing. When you could give that and be open to receive that, then you could fight any insecurity in your life. If you are not getting it, you cannot force people, but you can give it. The sixth technology is healthy relationships. Keep yourself educated on building and maintaining healthy relationships, boundaries, and communication skills. This fosters positive social connections and emotional well being. This includes understanding boundaries, effective communication skills, conflict resolution, and cultivating supportive relationships that contributes to personal growth and happiness. A real life example is Michelle Obama's advocacy for health relationships. A real life example here given is Michelle Obama's advocacy for healthy relationships, communications, and support in marriage and family life. Exercise role playing scenarios for effective communications and conflict resolution, where you play different roles, like sometimes like go with a friend, and sometimes that friend would act like a parent and you be like a person who is complaining and who is having telling the parents about this thing, and that person is giving the reply as a parent. Or then you do some role reversal and do this healthy relationship thing as a mockery exercise, as a mock-up exercise. And that you will see how we ourselves know the solution and how we could take it out from us. And steps to succeed is practice active listening, set boundaries, and prioritize mutual respect and understanding. Many times in relationships, people just don't care about what are most what those people who loves us the most would think. And that is why you will see that many people who do not have loving loved ones, loving parents or caring parents, or parents who are there with you and not busy with their own money earnings or their own busyness. These people are always like rebels. These people always challenges the norms, and they would do so many mistakes and end up having a toxic filled life. So, in place of that, say if you have a caring parents, caring siblings who really take care of you, who really appreciate what you are doing, and who really love you and be are with you all the time, then you are lucky. But if you are not lucky that way, because everybody is lucky in different ways. So if you are not lucky in that way, where you have parents who would be taking care of you and being there with you all the time, then one solution is you be part of our friendship club, where you can have like really selflessly loving family members. You can share with them and share theirs, and you will have these values which would always take you and make you something special in life. They will not let you go down the drain unless you really don't want to listen to them, or you know about these values, what are important to succeed in life, what are important to be joyful and happy in life, and then you just go for it. Everybody is not so lucky to have those parents who actually stays with you all the time and guides you. So we'll go to the next motivating quote. The quality of your life is the quality of your relationships. Tony Robbins. Bharat's quotation: the fragrance of flowers spreads only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. Chanak. Most of the time, especially when we are young, like you all and me, you know, so when we are young, we we think relationships is, we are not conscious about relationship, and we give our joys and sufferings and everything to relationships, and think without relationship everything will fall down, go down the drain. Or we also think if our relationships doesn't are not healthy, then everything will go down the drain and we will also go down the drain. Relationship is just one of the luggage which we have. When we are traveling, we have many suitcases. Relationship is very important in our life. It's very important. It gives us lots of joy, but it is not one person oriented. First thing. And second thing, it is not what you are getting oriented. Relationship is about what you are giving. Because most of the time we feel relationship is about what we are getting from this one angel. But in my life and in all the people, like I've been a inner life coach to more than 100,000 people from all over the world. And I can tell you this thing, relationship is about what we are to others. See, for the last half an hour or more, I feel like from my side, I'm having a nice relationship with all of you. But I won't be expecting anything. Expectation always makes us more insecure. In relationship, give, like I say, give even if it hurts. Mother Teresa used to say, give until it hurts. In every relationship, loving is in our hands, but getting back is not in our hands. So we do not make that into an insecurity. Let's just give. If the person accepts it, fine. Understands it, very good. If doesn't, I have given my best. Let's continue our journey. So a healthy relationship is very important. And healthy relationship only always comes from lack of, from, when we do not have expectations much. That kills. Expectation kills relationships. मिल गया तो बहुत अच्छा, नहीं मिला तो never mind. There are so many people in the world.
So Priya has asked question to everyone. She has texted her question in chat box. So if it turns toxic, how to deal?
If it turns toxic, how to?
How to deal?
Okay, where is Priya? Okay, Priya, if it turns toxic, what do you do? If you are eating something, if you're eating food and if it has become stale or it has become toxic, what do you do? You say bon appetit and keep on eating a lot? What do you do? Do you continue eating? So, for every person, it's a different answer. There is no one pill for everyone. I've just given you an example. When the food is toxic, you know what is the answer. So when the relationship is toxic, if you are alive, then you can do so many beautiful things in the world. There are so many people waiting for your love. So many people who do not have anyone. See, for the last 28 years, I'm just for 100,000 people, more than that, maybe. I've just given this thing selflessly. That's why I made this selfless love family. Like, there are so many people who are waiting for your love. There are mothers, there are children, there are so many. So why to keep on? Because like, I know I have seen people in the streets in many parts of the world. They are eating like dead bodies, like rotten dead bodies, also rotten food from the trash can. There is no option. They're eating something at least. So for them, eating toxic food is, maybe it's better than dying. But I think you are not dying, or somebody is not dying that they have to be in a toxic thing and kill themselves. Life is more important than a stale toxic person or stale toxic food. I That's all. and everybody can have their own ways of dealing with toxic food, stale food, and toxic people and stale people. All the women in our ashram, we call them ma. So when I'm with them, I make comedy reels. So in one of the reels recently, I said the mantra to be happy is Om Ignorai Namaha. You understand how to deal with toxic people? Ignorai Namaha. That's the best way of dealing with toxic people. But that is for me. You can have your own options, or this is also an option. Shall we continue?
Yes, sir, I have my question. What happens when you yourself become toxic?
When you yourself become toxic, then it is much more easier. Then it's much more easier. You know what to do?
No,
See, you
sir.
just smiled on it, na? You just smiled on it. You know what to do when you are toxic. You yourself become toxic. Just tell yourself, I was toxic. I am not toxic now. I was toxic. I was. That self was my past. Let me, you know, bade chalo. Let me go ahead and cease to be toxic. If somebody makes me toxic, if some situation or some person makes me toxic, then I just avoid that person if possible. Or if not possible, because many people we cannot avoid who makes us toxic. So if it is not possible, just give yourself some work, give yourself some selfless work where you could just, forget your needs and your things and concentrate on other needs, other people's need and other people's requirements. And if you are not getting any such place, then you know this thing that we have a thing called friendship club and an action club where we try to forget our things, our needs, our parishanis, our problems, and we try to solve other people's things. That helps a lot. I'm happy doing that for 24 hours. This is called karma plus, which I was talking about. Because our
Okay.
toxics are because of the karma minus the negative things in our lives. But when we do these positive things for others selflessly, or else why do I have to talk about selfless love, selfless all the time? Because that's the solution for us to become future proof. That's why we call ourselves Generation A. A means Adarsh. Adarsh is like ideals. We try to learn the best things, and we live our life as Generation A, Adarsh, or we try to live. First, it will be like 1% Generation A. Then it will be like 100% Generation A. We try to put spotlights on us. We like to put spotlights on some problems we have. But let's put the spotlight on, someone who really needs, is really going through some problem in place of us and our problems. Let's put the spotlight on someone else's problems who cannot solve their own. And then you will see our problems and our things just vanishes. Iodex lagaya or vanish ho gaya. Chole gache, it's gone. There used to be this advertisement. So it happens like that. Shifting the spotlight. Let's go to the seventh. So let's go to the seventh technology: diversity, equity, and inclusion. Diversity, equality, and inclusion. Diversity, equality. Let's go to the seventh technology, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Diversity, we know. Equity, diversity, we know. Equity is the quality of being fair and impartial. And inclusion, these three words, is a term which is used to promote the representation and participation of different groups of individual. You don't become change like them, but you do not see, you do not become or change like them, but you let them know that if you respect them, if you, so it is very important to make them know that if they respect yours, you will respect theirs. It is not like you know, you will do whatever you want to do, and we will just keep on bending before you. No, that is not, that will not give you or your race or your, you know, your being anything good. It is good to export and import, not just export, not just import. So if they don't, just ignore or avoid without hurting yourself. And it is very important to know that if these people on whom you are practicing DEI, means diversity, equity, and inclusion, if they do not appreciate yours, then you just ignore them and do not hurt yourself. DEI encompasses people of different ages, races, ethnicities, abilities, disabilities, genders, religions, culture, and sexual orientations. DEI creates a sense of belonging and acceptance amongst youth. But remember, people or groups who do not accept, respect yours, and wants just you to change are nothing but slave traders. Just stay away. That is very important. So, I will give you a real life example of Sri Rajiv Dikshit's fight for Indians' self, like real time education and empowerment despite facing adversity, discrimination, and attacks of foreign companies looting Indians like East India Company did pre independence. He really gave a great fight. You could go to Google or YouTube and find out many things about him. He was the pioneer, means, you know, he was a popular pioneer, you know, in his time. So exercise which we could do is cultural exchange activities to promote empathy and understanding of different perspective, safeguarding yours. Steps to succeed is embrace diversity, challenge biases, and create inclusive environment for those who also embrace yours. Because if they don't embrace yours, and they just want you to embrace theirs, then there is something wrong. We have to realize. Motivating quote is diversity is not about how we differ, it is about embracing one another's uniqueness. Ola Joseph. Bharat's quotation, the whole world is one family. Rigved. So we have this eighth technology or skill. Youth must be equipped with the latest digital literacy skills and knowledge of emerging technologies for future success. Equipping youth with digital literacy skills and knowledge of empowering technologies and those related to AI and AI plus. You know, you will know about AI plus in our other videos. This prepares them to for success in the digital driven world, because AI will help you succeed in the digital driven world, in your job, in your external things. But AI plus will help you in two ways. One is when you are completely, you know, superimposed by the digital things, by the artificial intelligence, it will help you to overcome that. And also it will help you to live and lead a successful life, which I say life 108. This includes proficiency in using digital tools, coding skills, cybersecurity awareness, and leveraging technology for creativity, productivity, innovation, and your technology within. Because we have to know something which is the most important is the technology we have within us, technology with which we are born. That technology is the greatest technology, but modern science is yet to, you know, start crawling even on that. So the real life example is of Mark Zuckerberg. So the real life example is of Mark Zuckerberg, innovation in creating Facebook and leveraging technology for global connectivity, exercises coding challenges, online tutorial for digital literacy, and awareness of AI plus for your hashtag make this life best life, because AI plus is very important. You can see that book which we have, you can see there, this book AI plus. This is my book. I'll just put it down. You can see this book, here, AI plus. This is my book which you could get in Amazon. And let's go, I will tell you that there is a very motivating and engaging quiz. You can just I have put that quiz in the description below. You go to that, there is a entry quiz which you have to fill up when you enter this podcast, this webinar. And there is a exit quiz, or a quiz which you could fill up now also. You can just go and fill this Google form. It will be, these quizzes are like, I have really worked on this so that I could make, a very technology savvy and very interactive kind of session through the quizzes and other things. So you could go and fill up that quiz, even if you are seeing a recording of this. Please just go and do that. So let's go to the next technology, and this technology is called entrepreneurship. Inspire entrepreneurship by showcasing successful young entrepreneurs and providing resources for starting business. Inspiring entrepreneurship involves showcasing successful young entrepreneurs, sharing their journeys, and providing resources for starting and growing a business. See, it is very important for us to know this thing, that you don't have to wait for a job. We Indians are not so much job oriented kind of people. Of course, the English had made us into babus, and we think that uh, when we work in a government, then it'll be like secured security and all. But I think the future belongs to those who becomes entrepreneurs, who does things by themselves. Don't wait for getting a job, or don't wait for somebody sitting on your head and telling you, what to do. So anyways, so here, this is like a friendly conversation with you, and let's go to the next this thing. So, encouraging an entrepreneurial mindset fosters creativity, problem solving skills, risk taking, and innovation amongst youth. No use cribbing and waiting for a job, rather, create jobs. That is what I was telling. So, here's this real life example of Sarah Blackley's journey from creating Spanx in her apartment to become a self-made billionaire entrepreneur, exercise business idea generation and pitch presentation, because it's not only enough to think about a business. We have to pitch it. We have to make that business to run successfully. Steps to succeed: develop a business plan, seek mentorship, and take calculated risks to launch and grow your venture. Motivating quote: entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you don't spend the rest of your life like most people can't. Some unknown person. Bharat's quotation is: do not be held by others. Awaken your own mind awareness. So Bharat's quotation is: do not be led by others. Awaken your own mind, amass your own experience, and decide for yourself your own path. Upanishads. So the global citizen, that is the next technology, global citizenship, encourage awareness of global issues, cultural diversities, and importance of social responsibilities, promote global citizenship, and also you cease to be a koop manduka. This is such an important thing, is that, you know, when we are kids or when we are teenagers, we are like koop manduka. Koop manduka is, koop is a well in Sanskrit, and manduka is a frog. So you know about the story of the frog who lives inside the well, and he thinks that the whole well is the whole earth. And one day a frog comes out from outside the world, and then there is a moot between both of them, where it's actually, the frog of the well is actually shouting and screaming and trying to prove his point, and the frog from the outside the well is like, what the whole thing is all about. So anyways, so during our childhood and during our, you know youth, early youth, like teenage time, we always end up thinking that we know everything. But the moment we go and reach out in the world, we come to know that there is so much to learn. Like when I came to Kolkata as a, like after renouncing my military officer's job, and I was exploring, I was even learning from animals. So much they have, like from this people in the streets, and so many things. There are so many books and everything which I have talked about these things. There is no end of learning. The moment somebody thinks that they have learned everything and there is nothing to learn for them, that is the moment of death. So till the end of your life, we have to learn, because there is so much in this world. And if you see, in a way, this earth is like a coop, like a well. And there's so much to explore outside. There's so much to explore within. There's so much we can actually get in our life, 100%, which anybody who got the maximum on earth as a human being, we can also get that and more. So, there's so much to explore. It is never advisable to stop this learning at any point of time. And for this thing, we have to learn to be global citizenship, to learn about being a global citizen, being a universal citizen, and also, which is my forte, which I teach in my gurukuls, is to be a citizen of your within, because there is so much to explore. And then only you could be the happiest, content, and richest on earth, like I am since last 2.5 decades. So, the youth learn to appreciate different perspective, engage in cross-cultural dialogues, and take actions to address global challenges, contributing to a more interconnected and sustainable world. The real life example is the example of our PM Modi ji and Jai Shankar's uh, successful activism for India first, and don't mess with Indians, for global rightfulness, empowerment, and revival of Bharat. Like, you would know these things. I don't have to tell in detail about this thing. Why India first is important, and why, like, we won't accept any bullshit from anyone globally, even if it is America, or even if it is like the first world or so-called first world. You know, and this could only happen because we are like in the first five economic powers, and very soon we will be within first four. So step exercises research and advocacy projects on global issues. Step to succeed is educate yourself on global challenges, collaborate with international organization, and take action for positive change. Motivating quote is by Mahatma Gandhi: be the change you wish to see in the world, but just see that the change is a positive change, not a negative change. uh, Bharat's quotation is, the earth is my mother and I am her child, Atharva Ved. So we will go to the 11th technology, which is time management. I have a webinar about this thing, and I'll make a podcast on this webinar very soon. This helps youth balance academic, personal, professionals, and inner or human responsibility. It is not that we, the youth, have just academic responsibilities or just personal responsibilities or professional responsibilities, but we also have inner responsibilities, or you can say humane with the E, humane responsibility. We are human beings, isn't it? This includes prioritizing goal setting, task organizations, and minimizing distractions to optimize productivity and achieve work life balance. Here's a real life example of Leonardo da Vinci. So, Leonardo da Vinci's letters and technologies for being able to do all that he assembled for the Occidental Renaissance, inspired by Bharat's excellence and in the form of Shastras, which he had accumulated in his library. Just go, you do your research, and you'll find out. Then, exercises could be time blocking and prioritizing techniques. Steps to succeed is set deadlines, minimize distraction, delegate tasks, and review progress regularly. Motivating quote is don't watch the clock, do what it does. Keep going, keep going. This is Sam Levinson. Bharat's quotation is time is the most precious gift. Use it wisely. Chanakya said this. We have now the 12th technology. We have three more to go after this. It's called goal setting. This is like the first technology which I told. It is about setting smart. So, what is SMART? SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound goals while creating action plans to achieve them. So, SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. See, we have like nice these terms. Guiding youth in getting smart goals empowers them to pursue their dreams with focus and determination. Goal setting embraces motivation, accountability, and progress tracking towards achieving desired outcomes. So the life example is of the real life example is of Serena Williams' dedication to setting and achieving tennis career goals, including Grand Slam titles and Olympic medals. Exercise, goal setting workshops, and action plan development. Step to succeed, set smart goals, break them into manageable tasks, track progress, and celebrate milestones. Motivating quote is set a goal so big that you can't achieve it unless you grow into the person who can. Such a beautiful motivating quote. Like set a goal so that, like, you know, set a goal so big that you can't achieve it unless you grow into the person who can. So it's like grow into the person who can. And this is what I'm doing to inspire you, because I have achieved the greatest impossible goals, and I just want to inspire you in such a way that you too could achieve that. Bharat's quotation is set thy heart upon thy work, but never on its reward. That is Bhagavad Gita, Yada Yada. 13th technology is healthy lifestyle. Promote physical health, nutrition, exercise, and stress management for overall well being. This is essential for overall well being so that you could end up actually seeing your dreams fulfilled. It is so good, so important to see your dreams getting fulfilled. It's such a joy. Encouraging healthy habits involving improves energy levels, cognitive function, mood, and resilience, leading to a more fulfilling and balanced life. Real life example, again, our PM Narendra Modi ji's commitment to fitness, sattvic nutrition, and mental well-being in maintaining a healthy lifestyle at his age. You see how when he is going traveling to foreign lands to to get lots of foreign investments and many other things, he would run. on the stairs, or he would run down on the stairs. And that is like, that needs a healthy lifestyle. Exercise, one exercises, fitness challenges, and meal planning for nutritious eating. Steps to succeed is prioritize regular exercise, balanced nutrition, hydration, and adequate sleep for overall wellness. Motivating quote: take care of your body, it's the only place you have to live. Jim Rohn. Bharat's quotation: a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. Ayurveda. 14th, the second last technology is positive mindset. Cultivate a positive mindset, self confidence, and self esteem through affirmations and positive thinking exercises. Cultivating a positive mindset involves fostering self confidence, self esteem, and optimism. This includes practicing affirmations, positive self talk, gratitude, and resilience building exercises to overcome challenges, embrace opportunities, and maintain a positive outlook of life. Positive mindset is such an important thing. You can win any battle of your life if you have a positive mindset. So anyway, real life examples: Ellen DeGeneres, positivity, resilience, and humor in overcoming challenges and inspiring millions worldwide. Exercise, gratitude, journaling, and positive affirmations. Steps to succeed is focus on solutions, practice optimism, surround yourself with positive influences, and learn from setbacks. Motivating quote: the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the American president. Bharat's quotation: what do you think you become? What you think you become, what you feed, you attract, what you imagine, you create. Chanakya Niti. And the last technology, all these technologies are, you know, complete by themselves. But still, I just put 15 technologies for you. It's the community engagement. Encourage involvement in community service, volunteering, and social activism to make a positive impact. This fosters a sense of purpose and solution and social connection. Youth learn the value of giving back, making a difference, and collaborating with others to create positive change in their communities and beyond. This community engagement thing is actually a thing which I've been doing 24/7 for the last 28 years. And this thing, I feel, is the reason why I could achieve my dreams. I could live a content life. I could live regret free life. And I could be the happiest, content, and richest within on earth. When you are selflessly doing for others, the, human beings are actually made for that. Human beings are created to selflessly love others. Human beings are not like a pet animal, say, who would just be very good, very nice to their owners, and not so much to, because they are having a different technology. Human beings have a different technology within, and our technology is the happiest. Our technology is in the best serviced state when we could selflessly love others. And if you are interested in not a charity business, not a professional charity thing, but if you are really interested in in living fully, living 100% in your life, then you could, we don't say volunteers, we say attachee, or we say patron. Like, you could, if you have money or things, you could share that with those people in the world who do not have that. Like, and that is why I've created this place called Haridham. uh, This is a place called Haridam, which is having a selfless love family of people. Either they share their hard-earned money, or they share as an attachee to the work, and they share their hard work, and we together make this life best life for us. And so if you have not yet filled the form, the exit form, please go ahead and fill this exit form. It will be very nice if you could do that. And I think we are quite in the end of the whole thing. Here, there's a real life example of, you can have lots of real life examples. The motivating quote is, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Helen Keller. Bharat's motivate quotation is, the happiness of the individual lies in the happiness of the community. Rigved. And so fill up that thing. And I have this friendship club that offers genuine helping friends for life. And if you want to join it, just write FC on this WhatsApp number, and let and know about the next week's topic, which is unleash your potential, building self confidence for success. And thank you. So if if you had liked this video, then please share this video with all the youth in this world, and all the youth in Bharat at least, so that, this is also a small contribution. This is also selfless loving. Why I'm doing this. I've done a huge research and I brought out all these things, and now I'm giving it to you. I couldn't do it in yesterday's webinar, so I have made it a thing, and I'm doing it and I'm sending to you. It's only because I want all the youth like me, or who are younger in physical age than me, everybody to actually excel in managing their insecurities and make their this life best life starting today. So we'll see you in the next podcast, next webinar. Until then, have a very beautiful day.